Welcome to the the newer of the two main European parks built by the PK company. If you don't know, yeah, I won't have. You don't really need to know who they are. I mean, there's other videos in the series that talk more about them, but anyways, this is the entrance. So park, this park is located in the United Kingdom, somewhere in rural England. Yes, we do have a Tyrannosaurus Rex in this one. That's why he's signed. As well as like an Allosaurus is also in here, so that's like, yeah, this is basically the sign of the United Kingdom Prehistoric Kingdom. So it's actually the park is actually called Prehistoric Kingdom, United Kingdom, but also yes, before we go to the tour, we will go to the, as always, the mammal section. Because this mammal section has two exhibits, not necessarily based on actually two exhibits. And both on this side we have the two cave lion species as well as Smilodon. This park is actually more themed after is built on the grounds of an old zoo kind of thing. You know, I mean, this space is a zoo, so on its own. So for yes, it's built on the grounds of an older normal zoo. But yeah, we have the two cave lion species in exhibits next year. No, I cannot tell you which one is which. I just know they're both cave lions. Them is American. I think this one or that one might have been American. That one I think is American, and this one's the Eurasian one. I think. And the exhibit on the end is Smilodon fatalis, which is one of the Smilodon species that definitely does exist. Also, I do like how they have like an open kind of woodland kind of style. This is obviously during the fall. By the way, if you can't tell by the leaves in the trees, early fall. Some of the trees are turning colors. At while this area obviously has room to expand and stuff. There's currently just a little ice cream themed ice cream area. But the thing, sweet treats I should say. For your sweet tooth. Over here is a Juxia and Celadont exhibit. Yeah, they don't live at the same time, really, even in the same place. We're still just a fun idea. They're 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 somewhat related. They're both rhino-esque creatures. Well, one is a rhino and is related to rhinos, so they're both basically, yeah. Basically, this is what it is. Also, there's a replica of Stonehenge in this exhibit, just because, yeah, because it's fun. Next area we have is the Asian section, which includes a little gift shop, but also at the gift shop, you can also get VIP, like, tickets, basically. I don't know if tickets is the right word, but like, you can get a backstage tour to the petting zoo area. Which, if you look at the gift shop, you may be able to tell what the not a petting zoo, I guess. And I guess yes. There are signs on the wall, on the door, I mean, about not feeding animals and being careful where you put your fingers. But yeah, this is the door you go through. But yeah, after you end up going through that door, yes, there's like some walls and stuff. This is like the actual exhibit. What? There's an area where, yeah, you can see the Dinosaurs. No, this is not the animal that people are feeding. But yes, you can see the Dinosaurs, which actually have a much which I'm glad that we both agree that they are definitely shed feathers. But they also do have a cursed featherless version as well, some featherless versions. But the real exhibit this is for is the Tarkosaurus. Yes, these sometimes bite people, which is why they're in their own. I mean, yeah, which is why it's fenced off like that, because they can accidentally bite people. Which is why there's no like feeding them, no, like no feeding them as a guest. Like if they come up here, just chill. But yeah, this is basically meant to be just a chill place to relax. Yes, the Takasauruses can go into this main walk area. They do occasionally go in here because it's actually which is intentional. That's why the gazebo's like that. Well, it's part of. Yeah, I mean, I get this is not made for guests. Like, yes, a guest could technically go into here, but you're not supposed to as a guest. Cause this is where the Takasauruses sleep and drink their water. This is like their water kind of temple-esque build. It's also these Takasauruses that are based on what we actually know and actually have the most accurate colors of all the Psittacosaurus for species. Because this is like just a generic Psittacosaurus, unlike the other ones that we have seen. Where the only ones we've seen or the Mongolians. Yeah, these are just non-specific Psittacosaurs. We also have Deinocheirus, another Asian creature. Yeah. Yeah, there's the yeah, there's basically a bunch of these guys. Basically, the Psittacosaurus, but basically not the Psittacosaurus exhibit. There's part of the park, yeah. There's a little. Yeah, basically, yes, you can watch if you go on the other. If you go through the main path, you can also view the Psittacosaurus and Dinosaurus. I just wanted to show the VIP experience first. There's a hairless version of the Dino. First, yes, we feed Deinocheirus fish and plants. We also feed our Deinocheirus plants and fish, as you may already know. Exactly why there's some bald Dinocheiruses. I think just what happens to some of them, some specimens, especially ones as they age. I mean, really cool. Or maybe they just don't. Maybe they tested to remove the feather gene. I have no idea. Exactly. Over here we have a Carbosaurus exhibit. Another creature that lived at the same time and place as Dinocheirus. By the way, Psittacosaurus I don't think lived at the same time as Dinocheirus, so it's more so not really accurate. Another Cretaceous Asian dinosaur is in this final little exhibit. This was actually an old aviary at one point for birds. But has now been converted into an aviary for the Microraptor, one of the smallest dinosaurs, non-avian dinosaurs that we know of, and like, also like a little guy. There's a bunch of little guys, like 10 of them in there. 10 of them in this exhibit. The aviary. I think an aviary full of microcs is quite nice. Also, some of these actually are ambassador animals trained for educational shows, which I think is quite interesting. But yeah, they're clever little guys. And well, yeah, you can look at this all day. Oh, wait, there's also like a viewing thing over here to better just to better view the other two exhibits in a way. But yeah, it's not really that important. But building piece. Also, I'd say so far this is at least a 3-star. The next exhibit, well, I mean, I guess you could theoretically just walk there, but that's not what it's meant for. It's meant for driving these cars through the big herbivore exhibits. It says signs that says do not walk. There's some other signs about the dangers. shows a reward in some sort of large carnivore. Yeah, there is no large carnivores in this exhibit specifically. They're just telling you that this is a dangerous exhibit. And like what? On foot, at least it's some. If you walk here on foot, you can go on either path. Then you're probably gonna die. But if you want, but you're supposed to drive the car, which is honestly 100% fine and 100% safe, pretty much. At least it should be 100% safe. Anyway, this is a mixed herbivore habitat. Yes, there is a small little fence type of thing, but there is also a crossing. Like, yeah, this small little fence does help protect if people do accidentally wander, but I still kind of wander down here. But yeah, this is for driving. Yes, there's two species of Triceratops. Styracosaurus, Lambeosaurus. There's also two species of Edmontosaurus, as well as a different species, which are actually two species of Edmontosaurus are the two species that we've seen in the other parks. So that's quite cool. There's a Cupucacensis, but there's also which might there's also the larger Inexus, which honestly they integrate in well. There's also there's Kiri, one of a larger species of Parasaurs than the one in the last park that we visited. Also, yes, that is a Styracosaurus. Oh, there's also the same Pachy feather, which is the feathered version, feathered variant of the Pachy Rhinoceros that we've seen in the other park. The blue. Yes, there is some other Pachy Rhinoceros in some other parks that are not feathered. But they did put their feathered one because I guess they had it more. They are a tropical species. I mean, this place does experience some snow, so like during the winter, and also some like yes, it can snow. So there's like a good mix of more warmer dinosaurs and not traditionally warmer, but they're not like the too warm, and then there's like some of the colder dinosaurs. I don't know it. I'm pretty. I'm pretty certain that this eventually will be. Could also. Yeah, there's an Ectus. I don't know where the parasaurs are, but they're probably in somewhere. yes, it's nice to see all the different. This be another nectar type thing. Yes. There's one of them at the little pool. Yes, it's nice to see that there's 4 different species of Ceratops. There's one of the paras, as well as 4 different species of hadrosaur. Not 4 different not 4 different genera of them. There's 2 Triceratops, which are the 2 Ceratopsian species besides Prehistoric and Rhinosaurus. And there's also for Hactosaurus is the 2 Edmontosaurus. There's Edmontosaurus, and one of them might be its own species, but I mean its own genus, but we don't exactly know. We at the park just call it Edmontosaurus most of the time. Most places just call it Edmontosaurus, but they could be its own species. I mean its own genus. And then the other hadrosaur is Parawakiri and Lambeosaurus. So yeah, this is the final little gate. It includes another little crossway. Don't know if that's smart to include a gate or people could act like, wow. Is there a fault if they watching this one? I mean, mostly these dinosaurs aren't the most dangerous, so like theoretically you could walk through, but we don't encourage that to walk. The car is safer, because it's just on a back and forth pathway. Anyway, this is like a visitor center type of thing. For the largest, I mean, it's like a double visitor center mansion type of thing. I think it's interesting. On the also like on both either side currently is 2 T-Rexes exhibits. I heard that one of these exhibits might change to be something else in the future. No idea what it would be. Also, there'll probably be more herbivores introduced in the future into the park, including in that big exhibit. But yeah, this is the castle. Over on both sides of the T-Rex exhibit, it could eventually, like one big T-Rex eventually can be split into 2 for 2 different species. This is more than big enough for the 6 T-Rexes houses. Okay. Also around here we also have a statue garden. This entrance kind of thing. It features a Arthropleura and Meganura. None of them are in any of the parks. Which is, at least currently, that's just their cool statues. Just that they're cool. Also over here we have the education center about paleontology and the fact. Well, we don't include any of the UK dinosaur species in this park. I mean, it's quite fine. This is supposed to be the iguanodon and replicas of the iguanodon and Megalosaurus at Histopalus. This is an iguanodon signage, and I think that's a Megalosaurus or something statue. I think, or fossil. Wow. Yeah, you can buy some gifts and stuff. I think it's kind of cool. Yes, they don't have any Megalosauruses in any of their parks, actually. Well, Megalosaurus itself, at least, they do have Iguanodon in some of their parks. But we have both. and two equal, but they haven't cloned. They haven't put iguana in the park. The iguanodon didn't really live in this environment, at least the version of it. Market version didn't really live in what the modern UK environment is, so that's why they're obviously not here. So they are in their other European park, their Spanish park, which we'll check out afterwards, but don't know what this T-Rex is doing, but over here is a fountain kind of area. Also, yes, this is supposed to be England, by the way. But yes, you did see inside the museum there is a Scottish and also Welsh kind of flag thing, which over here we have the golden and Montosaurus and T-Rex statues, as well as a botanical like garden kind of thing with some koi fish, which are not prehistoric. They're just here for the chill vibes. There's also a Smilodon and Mammoth hedge, which Mammoth is not in the park. Also some sort of Stegosaurus, some sort of sauropod, Lambeosaurus statue edges, even though those are obviously, I mean, Lambeosaurus is in the park, but the other two are not. And then there's also some sort of raptor and some sort of theropod, like large theropod, which I guess are in the park, or maybe it's like a T-Rex or something. And there's like a Suidina hedge. Also, there's some more of the same stuff over here just to give it, you know, just to make it more interesting. I mean, they should have just to make the building more interesting looking, I guess. And then over here we have the golden mammoth, which is not actually the creature in the which is not a creature in the park. Like I was here, just here for decoration. But yeah, this is the exhibit that might get split one day, and we're actually guess can actually get quite close to the T-Rex hunt, which is maybe not the best thing, but it's fine. It's their fault if the T-Rex eats them. There's both feathered and unfeathered versions of the T-Rex, which is nice. Obviously, T-Rexes aren't seen that often in this spot. Also, I would say they're definitely the main creature in this park. Like, yes, they're not obviously they're not British, but like a British species that they are an iconic they're an iconic dinosaur. And they are time lizard kings. Why? Wouldn't they be in the park, which has kingdom in its name twice, and they're also the king of the dinosaurs. So, yeah, they honestly had to be here. Plus they obviously like lived in this sort of environment, so I think they're perfect. Like all the other PK company parks, all the dinosaurs in the park are based on the environments that they lived in. Which is partially why Boreal is the smallest, and well, this isn't the biggest. This is one of the biggest ones, but it's not the biggest. The biggest park actually is getting a big expansion soon, so which is the Redwood one I said. But yeah, which definitely show which they're waiting to finish the expansion for it before they actually ship to us. But next bag will get a good part 2. And that's more one that's more harsh separate floors. We'll still be looking here. We're going to go south to go to Spain. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice park. One of their biggest parks as well. This one, well, not currently under renovation. It's the biggest one that's currently, or one of them. This one might be bigger. I don't know. I haven't measured them, but these are the two biggest parks. This one and the next park. And I mean, this park has so much room to expand to, and it's not even like it's really big. And like this could also be split into two. And it's honestly one of the perfect Prehistoric Kingdom parks. Also, yes, there is room to expand on both sides.